Just a potato pulled from the ground. If we asked what started modern economic growth, most of us would say the Industrial Revolution. We would talk about capital, machines, banks. No one would say a potato. But here is the truth. What changed Europe first was not factories. It was calories. The potato was not just a vegetable. It changed the foundation of the system. For centuries, Europe lived on the edge of hunger. One bad harvest could throw everything off balance. Grain was fragile. War would come. Fields would disappear. The weather would turn and people would starve. What limited power was not technology? It was food. Then the potato arrived. It grew underground. It was hard to steal, hard to burn. It survived the cold. And per acre it fed far more people than grain ever could. Suddenly the same land began feeding more people. More children survived. More people reached adulthood. Population accelerated. But no one declared a revolution. Because revolutions sometimes arrive quietly. People multiplied not because they became richer, but because they were less hungry. And when the population grew, another reality emerged. The number of workers increased. Competition increased. Wages were pushed down. Cheap and abundant labor paved the way for industrialization. The potato did not build factories, but it created a world where factories could be built. States noticed. More people meant larger armies. Larger armies meant more power. Prussia, Russia, France. They all promoted potato cultivation. This was not a nutrition policy, it was a power policy. The modern state is less romantic than we think. Its foundation is much simpler, the ability to feed people. But there was a darker side. When a system leans too heavily on one thing and that thing breaks, the system breaks with it. Ireland was the most painful example. The potato was so efficient that society became dependent on it. A small plot of land could feed a family for a year. The population exploded. Then, in 1845, the blight arrived. Within a year, the crop collapsed. Within a few years, millions either died or left the country. The problem was not just nature. The system had been built for efficiency, not for resilience. And economies rarely collapse at their weakest point. They collapse where they are most confident. Today is no different. Oil, semiconductors, global supply chains. As long as they work, they are invisible. When they fail, everything stops. The most dangerous risk is the one that looks ordinary, because no one calls it a risk. The potato teaches us this. Growth alone is not security. Efficiency alone is not strength. Real strength lies in having alternatives. History does not repeat itself exactly, but systems make similar mistakes. And collapse usually begins at the point that once worked best.